Hello everybody, welcome back to another video, another part of our Spider-Man playthrough here.
Hey, my Mark 1 web shooters.
Oh my god.
Managed to improve the storage capacity a lot since then, but the basic design's still the same.
They're so vintage, OMG. Anyways, we'll get back here. As I said, continuing on with our Spider-Man playthrough, and we got a meeting with Otto and I believe someone from the military who was blown up or something like that we're giving an artificial arm or something to so that we can see if our experiment works. So let's get back into it. Let's see what is going on. Hope you guys are having a good day now, whatever it happens to be, and I hope that this video just brings a little bit of entertainment to your lives. So let's see what Otto's up to.
How does it work? Just like a natural arm. You think of what you want it to do, and...
Yes. Hey, what do you think you're doing?
This site's been declared a safety hazard.
Oh, no.
Stop that right now! This is highly sensitive equipment. That's it. I'm calling the mayor's office directly.
Peter Parker, how the hell are you?
Norman,
Speak of the devil.
asshole
Mr.
himself.
Osborn.
Oh, please. How long have we known each other? It's Mr. Mayor. It's Norman.
Norman, what do you think
You're
you're
such
doing?
a dick, Norman.
The grant agreement you signed has strict safety provisions. This isn't your first violation.
Those were excused.
By me. We should have confiscated this equipment long ago.
But I've had a breakthrough.
Thank you for your great service to our country. These folks will escort you to Oscorp Robotics, where you'll receive the latest in prosthetics. No charge.
This isn't
Damn.
about safety infractions, is it?
I'm trying to help you, Otto. You're free to continue your work in a secure environment.
At Oscorp.
You always were the smartest guy in the room.
You haven't changed a bit.
Neither of you. Hey, Peter. Harry will be coming back from Europe early next year.
I'm sensing
Maybe
some bad blood
the two of
between
you can
those
start
two.
that business you always talked about.
Hey, I love Harry.
This
Where's he been?
is opportunity knocking.
Doesn't Harry actually have to come back for that to work out though, Norman?
Easy. They didn't take everything. Maybe we could start over.
Peter. There's no we. Without the grant from the city, I can no longer pay you. I need some time to think. If I were you, I'd look for a new job.
Well, that's one way to start an episode, am I right? Yeah, fuck, we got fired. I mean, in all regards, we were a pretty shitty employee. We showed up late all the time. So, it's not surprising that we lost our job.
Wish I could do something to help Doc. Maybe call Harry. Ask him to talk to his dad. No. Norman never listens to Harry. Even tried to kill funding for his research stations. Hey,
Oh, research
one of those stations is nearby. Should see how they're doing while Harry's in Europe.
I need research tokens for my suits.
Must be some way to help Doc. I'll think of something.
Oh, too far. Well,
Harry left me a message about these before he left for you.
Vega.
Hey, I need a favor. My mom's pet project was research stations that could benefit the public. Now, I launched them, but now that I'm away, Oscorp's gonna shut them down unless they prove their value. I was hoping you could watch them. I left details in each one. Thanks, man. As long as they're here, it's like a part of my mom is too.
Oh, my heart.
Well, it's not gonna pay the bills, but it sounds like it means a lot to him. I'll do what I can to help.
You got it, Harry. I'll do anything I can for you. This is another of our air quality stations, monitoring contaminants in the surrounding atmosphere. Super important for the city and its citizens, but certain corporate overlords are less than thrilled by the prospect of their pollution output being publicly reported.
I've got a couple stations measuring air pollution. The idea is to catch the, contaminants before they reach toxic levels.
You really didn't
Between
know
you
the
and
word
me,
contaminants?
I think Oscorp wants this to fail because it might show they're polluting.
The amount of polycyclic hydrocarbons in the air is way too high. And
Yeah.
rising.
That's what my
If it keeps
research
getting worse,
shows as
people
well.
could die. Particles are concentrating in
Polycyclic
trouble spots, like mini clouds of
hydrocarbons.
smog. I'll swing through them and get samples, then trace them to the source. Nasty as they are, I gotta swing right through those clouds. For these clouds to be visible to the naked eye, the level of toxins must be up there.
Okay, come on, Peter. Keep flying, buddy.
And gotcha.
3 of 8. That didn't count. Got it.
I'm getting some good stuff. Well, good samples of bad stuff anyway. Got it.
Hope you have some torp of filter for yourself, you're Spider-Man.
Oh, feels like I'm breathing from a tailpipe.
Take that as a no. Maybe that should be something you design into your next.
I must be freaking these people out. What else is new?
Oh, this.
Huh. The toxin's coming from 2 types of cars, and a faulty smokestack. I better get photos. Best smokestack picture I ever took.
Yeah, sure. It was a great picture. You can totally see what you're supposed to.
Perfect.
Oh, you went the other fucking way, dude. It's kind of rough.
Great light on that one. The Department of Environmental Protection will take it from here. I should make a green spider costume for Earth Day. Well, Harry's station just stopped a public health crisis. Oscorp's gonna have a hard time arguing it's not useful.
The front of this building.
Spider-Man, Shocker has escaped, and now he's robbing a bank on East 31st.
What happened? I thought he was behind bars.
He was, but one of the guards just walked up to his cell and released him, then gave him his suit back.
I knew Shocker was working for someone. What did you get out of the guard?
Excuse?
Wish I could ask him, but he's dead. Whoever made him release Shocker didn't want any loose ends.
Damn.
Looking at the security footage, the guard was in some kind of trance. And it might have been the lighting, but it looked like his eyes were glowing.
Well, that's creepy. Okay, I'll see what I can get out of Shocker when I get to the bank.
Yeah, we'll get there eventually. We got another research station right here. We gotta save the world first, Peter. City can come later. It's just a bank. Come on, step forward, Pete. Thank you. Kind of funny to have Marine Research Station all the way up here, but it's got great sight lines to the river. Any health issues crop up, and we can address that pretty easy through aerial dispersal. Once that system comes online, that is. Oh, this one's got to go to nighttime. Loading screen, sorry. For some reason, it's very important that these be played at night or day, I guess. Is it switching back to day? Was it not already?
Hey Pete, this
Like,
lab
wasn't
monitors the
bright
health
enough, I
of marine
guess.
life, and we've got a bunch of medicine on site if you need it. But the effects these diseases have, they are not something any living creature should go through.
Looks like there's a bacterial infection in the fish. I better take care of it before the food supply's contaminated. Found an antibacterial spray in the lab that should heal the fish. I just need to spray it over the water. And fast, before people start getting sick.
Why do I
First
feel
step,
like
get to the
this
dock.
is
I
not
bet whatever's in those barrels caused the problem. Gotta get him out of the water.
Oops.
Just call me your friendly neighborhood garbage man. These barrels are smarter than some of the guys I usually fight.
Come on.
Now that it's clear, this is a perfect spot to spray. If I spread it evenly, the water currents will take it far and wide. Gotta cover a wide area. The fish will spread it to other fish, which is good. There's not much for me to swing from further out. Based on the water currents, there's another area I need to hit.
Excuse me, gents. Just zipping through. Don't mind me. Continue on your day, please.
More barrels. Definitely the source of the bacteria. I'll get rid of them.
Pete. Pete.
Great thing about barrels, they don't shoot at me. The downside is, I don't think these barrels appreciate my quips.
I don't think that your opponents do either, Pete. Fuck. I'll get this one. There we go.
All clear to spray. Come on, fishy fishies. This is good for you. This is why I never had an aquarium. I bet someone calls this into Jameson as Spider-Man, water polluter.
Or Spider-Man. Water polluter.
Okay, time to find a spot to scan my finny friends and make sure they're cured. All clean. Well, by the standards of the docks. We stopped an outbreak before
Yeah,
it
it's
started.
as clean as it gets
It'd be tough
for
Oscorp to argue this station isn't pulling its
New
weight.
York waters, I would assume. Oh, it's changing the time again. I was like, what the fuck? What did I get? What I do? Why is I going into a casino? I didn't do nothing, I swears. What a beautiful sunset. time to just go deal with Shocker now. Research treasury. Oh. Josie's bar. Hey. Well, why don't you take a picture of this Josie's bar?
That's a keeper.
Hello. Is there anything else for us to do on the way? Ooh, there's some backpacks to grab. Don't mind if I do. What's up at the top of the building? Well, let's climb up then. See how high we can get, eh? Okay. It's not very high. It's not as high as I was expecting.
Peter, I've been looking into the demons. Sounds like they've quietly established a power base in the vacuum left by Fisk.
A vacuum I created by putting Fisk away. Jameson was right. The demons are my fault.
What were you supposed to do? Let Fisk keep godfathering? Are you
I mean...
okay? You sound even mopier than usual.
I think I might have just lost my job. The city, Norman, actually, pulled our funding.
Oh, Pete. I'm sorry. If Harry were here, he could talk some sense into his dad.
Yeah, no, I
You'll
couldn't.
find another source. Your work's too important.
Thanks, MJ. Talk to you soon.
Thanks, MJ. College thesis.
Thesis paper on neurotechnology. This got me the job with Dr. Octavius.
What's that? Mind over machinery. Noise. That's gonna become prevalent, Peter.
Love it.
Alright. Oh, are we heading to the Shocker? Yeah. Interesting. Oh, awkward. Didn't mean to jump onto the building. Sorry, sorry. Keep swinging, Pete. Alright. Well, before we start our anti-bank heist, I guess, because we're gonna stop Shocker's bank heist. We'll send this one here before we head in and call it an episode here. So thanks everyone, it's been IMunKii, and I'll see you in the next one. Appreciate y'all being here, and bye bye.